Hi, my name is Natalie Herrington of Handled by Natalie, and I just wanted to come and do a really short video, mainly speaking to those of you who are recently engaged. I know you hear the background music by Jagged Edge, Let's Get Married. Let me go ahead and put this out there. I do not own the rights to this music. So he's popped the question, and you said yes. Let me be one of the first people from social media to say congratulations to you. We want to congratulate you, and we also want to celebrate you. So by now, you've called your family and your friends. And if I were you, I would stop right there. Let me tell you why. Often, as a wedding coordinator or a day of director, we run into a lot of concerns when brides or you and your fiance, when you get engaged and you immediately start calling people and, asking them to be in your wedding, or when you begin to reach out to vendors. And then it's up to us to come and sort of clean up some of that, because this is not your area of expertise. So I would really strongly encourage you that if you are getting married, that you, after you celebrate and you call your family and your friends, don't even choose a date. Don't even choose a venue. Talk to your fiance and decide whether or not you are going to use a wedding coordinator. Some people say wedding planner, or just a day of coordinator. So let me tell you the difference. The difference between a wedding coordinator or a wedding planner is that we walk with you, we hold your hand, we do the work, we help you find your vendors, we help you find your venue, we help you set a date, we talk to you about your budget, we talk to you about your expectations, your themes, help you get your day of attire. If we have to go to fittings with you, that's what we do. If we have to travel to go to another location, we do that as well. Now, the day of shows up on the day of your wedding, and they direct and they make sure that things flow smoothly. Now, your wedding planner, your wedding coordinator will also direct. So the difference again is you have someone who's going to walk you through the entire process versus someone who's going to show up that day and execute. Now, I prefer to walk you through the entire process because I don't like to show up the day of and not know exactly what's going on. Now, most directors, day of directors like myself, we've been in contact with you. We know who your vendors are. We get information prior to. However, I like to build relationships with the vendors and build relationship with you and your fiance and your family, so that when your wedding day comes, we really have a flawless execution and we just have a really good time. Oftentimes, when someone gets engaged, they say, well, Mima makes a really good red velvet cake. Maybe she can make my wedding cake. Just because Mima can bake a pound cake or a wedding cake does not mean that she can, or red velvet cake does not mean that she can make a wedding cake. They're different icings, and we have to be considerate of the temperature of the room. Where are we going to put the cake on display? Who's going to set this cake up? Also, when it comes to vendors, just because your auntie can cook for 20 people doesn't mean that she would be the ideal person to cater your wedding. I'm really big on customer service. So someone may be able to cook, but cooking for 20 people versus 200 people or 500 people is really different. And also, I believe in the entire team executing customer service, because this is your day. And the last thing you want to have to deal with is a vendor who's really rude, or your aunt who's the caterer and is tired and aggravated with you, who's being really rude to your guests because you've invited them to your wedding and you want them to have a really good time. So if you're going to get married, don't set a date, don't get a venue, because your date may be centered around the venue, right? Because you have to reach out to different venues, find out their availabilities. Those of us who are in the industry, we have relationships. We may be able to get some things done, whereas you could not. Sometimes there's certain discounts that may be extended to us, or certain other pleasures that we can take advantage of, and we pass those on to our clients. So if you're getting married, I would love to be your wedding coordinator, your wedding planner. I'm going to put my contact information in the bio. And I'm also in the process of updating my website. So once I get my website updated, I will then link that information to you as well. Now, I plan weddings, but I also like doing events. public relations is my background. I've been doing it pretty much as an early teen, but I have an undergrad in public relations, and then I have a master's in public administration. So you're getting someone who's experienced, you're getting someone who knows what she's doing. And because I come from the area of PR, I always want to make sure I'm getting the best deal for my clients as well. Just because you're getting married and you have a $20,000 budget doesn't mean that we're just going to recklessly spend money. We're going to be very responsible. That's our fiduciary responsibility. And we're going to make sure that we execute that as well. You hear me talking about executing a lot because that's what I do. That's what I'm gifted at. I'm gifted at planning and executing and also evaluating. My clients are family to me. After the wedding, our relationships don't end. If they're trying to change careers, they reach out to me for that as well because I'm also a career coach. So you get so much when you contact the handler. And I have a team of people and we are very professional. I've never had to miss an event, but God forbid if I had to, they could, you guessed it, execute that event flawlessly without me even being there. I work with Sharice Kelly Givens. She's the owner of Reese's Pieces. She does a lot of personalized, customized pieces, especially for my guests and for my brides and just for my clients in general. And then I also work with my other sister, Sanita Freeman of Imagine That by S&E, and they do treats. So this is a group of vendors who are related, but we also have come together to make sure that we're providing the best customer service. So if you want the best service, if you want to have a good time at your wedding or whatever your event. I love doing Christian faith-based events. That's what my heart is there. But I also love marriage. To me, everything that I do is a ministry. So if you're looking for someone who's going to treat it as if it's their very own, I'm that person. Again, my contact information will be linked in the bio and in the description below. Reach out to me. I would love to be your wedding coordinator.